Hey guys, how's everybody doing? We will be doing our pro round today, opening round. Had to make sure the chat box is working all right. Got some changes today. Make sure it was looking good. I think we looked all right. So we are going to try to be doing, I think a minus 25 or 6 minimum here. Just kind of analyzing some things here on my stream. The amount of info being sent and what have you. Trying to get the frame rate going here so it looks good, Had some pixelation going on. Trying to reduce that, that's all. Like the stream to look better and better for you guys every day. We're going to start the round here. About the 3-minute mark, probably. If no one is in yet, we'll go to the 5-minute mark, but it's going to be a tough one. We got a minus 13 for our qualifier round, so definitely, know it's doable here. Things looking good on the stream here so far. I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to go in. We're going to do a practice hole. I don't even want to look at Tour 5 because it's from a different tee. Otherwise, I would do that, but we're just going to do a practice hole here. Just warm up a little bit. I don't want to go into the tournament cold. It's never fun. I just got off a nice, hard, long day of work, so you got to get in the zone, get the right mindset. Good little shot there. So I'm not going to be putting up the, I guess why not? Let's try it out here. See how that works. We should be looking at maybe a long iron, so I'm going to go ahead and turn off the quarterback, put on the backbone here. Pixelation looks a lot better. So far, too early to tell for real, but see, I'm starting to see some of it there. It does look better though. Might have to try and tweak it up a little bit higher on the next stream here. We'll see how this does, keeping up with it. So there's our max backbone. We're going to be pretty much at the max measurement here. Max measurement, 1.5 a ring. So, I mean, we're going to, just past it a touch, and only because we're not quite at max. It's close, but not quite. Close. Close shot. All right. Going to be a shootout. Which I'm okay with. A little bit more practice, you know. Extra shots. 4 warm-up shots. You know, one of them being a putt. So you barely count the putt. So 3 warm-up shots should feel all right. Oh, actually, you're going to have to go apocalypse here. So 8.7 apocalypse mid is just about 3 rings. Not enough. Wonder who was closer. Yep. Seems to always be that way. When both are bad shots, I always lose. All right, where are we at? 7 minutes, huh? All right, I believe just gonna send out a message real quick here. We'll get started on the tournament. See what we're looking at so far. 27 is the high. It looks like 24 is going to be a pretty safe score. We'd like to at least get there. Not sure why, but it always seems to lag real bad. Going onto Facebook. Apologize for the delay, guys. I know there's a couple people who really like to see this round. You know, and I want someone in here to make sure someone can tell me there's something going on. You know, any glitching, lagging, bad sound, whatever the case may be. I'd like to have that before I actually start the tournament. Apologize. Not the greatest at multitasking, keeping the conversation going while I'm trying to do something else. I apologize for that. A couple of moments of silence there. but a couple people that need to know. Um, make sure we got the clubs that we want here. And we're going to switch this right away. All right, par 3. Let's start it off good, huh? I'm going to just go Kingsmaker here. Because I've got a ton of them. Still way too hot. I'd rather be on that fringe, though, than long on the green like that. Kingsmaker's the bad ball there. I just don't have enough Bandera balls to do this as much as I want. Brian, welcome in. I tried to put it off long enough to give you guys a minute to get in here. Glad you at least made it, basically at the start of hole 1. The Kingsmaker's not going to be a bad play there. I'm just going to have to do it with the sniper instead of the quarterback. So we're going to be using our Firefly here. Thanks, Mike. Welcome. Good to see you in here, bright and early in the stream. Skip, welcome. Everybody made it before the end of hole 1. I'm happy to hear. And it's a dropper. Expected it, but still definitely good. You guys like my new method of ball guide teaching, or I'm sorry, wind ring system teaching? I like this. A little more clear at what I'm doing and when, instead of just telling people like, yeah, I'm doing this 3 rings because of this, puts the numbers right in your face. I like it. We're going to forfeit this. And make sure to switch our clubs here. Majorly important. I'm still learning this system, Like, I knew I could do this in Photoshop, no problem. But getting it to all work where I didn't have every club from all of my accounts, on this little menu here, because I have one menu to put all my assets that are here on the stream. If I had 30 clubs there, it would be hectic. And I couldn't figure out how to get certain things to work with opening a new scene, and I got it all worked out, so I'm happy. Minus 22 is, you know, it's respectable. It's tough to do. It's a strange course because there's a lot of opportunity for crazy scores, but it doesn't mean it's easy to get those scores. I can't remember how many berserkers I have here, but if I have more than 5, I will be using them. That happens. I mean, I think you tuned into my expert round. My first one, I can't remember. But I mean, I bombed it, man. It happens. At least if you got, you know, a minus 22, that means you played respectable in the back, so that's good. Kingsmaker got there. I do got plenty. I'd rather make it easy on myself, you know. Fringe shot or green? Oh, they had to do that to me. I'd way rather have the fringe shot. Nice, Skit. Very nice. That will most certainly get you through. That is going to be a good tiebreaker as well. Oh, I hate long putts. I mean, it's stupid because this is no harder than a 5-foot putt, but the pressure is there. The pressure can get you. Plus, most times you're going to have to hit this perfect. Whereas if you're closer, you can get away with greats. We got there. All right. Happy day, happy day. What's going on with the banners? That's how we want to start. That is how we want to start. 3 in the first 2 for sure. At least, you know. Excellent if you can get the hole in 1. On either hole, really, but obviously on hole 1 is what I'm referring to. What's the highest score anybody's seen yet? Minus 32 is the best I've seen yet.
And I actually think someone is going to beat that somewhere, probably in pro or expert. I uh I saw someone, they posted the replay. They were pissed. It was the opponent that made the shot, but it was the last hole, the par 5, and they reached the green on the drive. They were pissed. They were really pissed. They thought it was a cheat or something. And it was just, snow globe ball with major curl. Got there. You can't really um, blame the guy. He didn't do anything, He did a legit shot. It's crazy. The odds of actually hitting it are probably pretty low, but it's doable, and he did it. Yeah, I mean, it's doable. I don't know why people think it's fake, but people that really know how to measure that crazy slice can do stuff like that, especially if I mean, you need the snow globe. Maybe a berserker could do it, maybe, but the thing with the snow globe is that there's no wind resistance, so you get that full tailwind, and that's kind of the key. But yeah, it's doable. I'm just not going to take that shot because I haven't practiced it at all, not nearly enough. I don't even practice the slice shot. I'll hit intentionally good, great, whatever. I'll use the ring to hit a bad shot to make a super curl or something, but only usually on approach shots and stuff. Yeah, I didn't get to catch it. I'm gonna have to watch it. I'll probably throw it on tonight after the stream when I have to do the other like 20 clubs that I use frequently that are not the key is I'm not gonna do like um, a Rocket One card. There's no point. But any club I currently have that is in my bag that I frequently use is going to get done. If I know I'm going to probably go up a level in the somewhat near future, I'll do that club now too. So I probably have like 30 clubs or so to make. It doesn't take too terribly long, but it's a lot of repetition and it's a little tedious. I didn't change it. It's my mistake, but um, shit, damn great. Yeah, it needed to be to the right more as it come in the right way on that hole. Starting to get a little delay on my video, and the pixels are going crazy right now, at least what I'm seeing. Not sure what causes that. I really need to figure that out. Drives me crazy because I know how clear it looks on my screen. There it goes. See, that just fixed all of a sudden. I thought he missed that. I really did. What did he do? Pro and expert today? Like, did he do better on his pro or his expert, or do you have the same score? Kind of figured. Pro is a lot easier. but you know, he's good either way, so I wouldn't have been surprised if it was expert. The thing that has been irking me about Tommy, you know, he's really good, and I don't, it's not to discredit his skill, but his clubs are so high level. Like every account that he plays, it's like, man, I don't even have that in my expert, and you're playing pro, you know? No, of course it's easy. And he's got every ball, which helps immensely. You know, there's a lot of times I don't play with the ball. I really should just because I want to be stingy and save it. Hole four, hole four, hole four. Drawing a blank. Okay, got the right clubs. It's gonna take a little getting used to switching to that, switching my club there. If you guys notice, I've gone like 3 shots without changing it. Just kind of say something. It probably won't happen because I look up at the screen and I see it. But that being said, if you notice it's not happening and I haven't said anything, let me know, please. Little different approach than last time. I'm trying to get a little further up to the left here. This is probably the first tournament where I've watched my rounds a few times. Like pro, I only watched once. I watched my expert round, both of them twice. So it's 4 times I watched my, you know, pros and cons of the holes. So hopefully I've got them pretty dialed in at this point. The one thing that's tricky is it can be so hard. I might remember a measurement for, you know, my expert round that was really in my pro, just because it's, you know, similar clubs, different levels, but I use a lot of the same clubs. It's tricky. It's a big reason I wanted to do this club thing, because it would help me. All right, backbone. From, you know, getting confused of which club I'm using and thinking I'm like using my backbone, making the measurement for my backbone 10 and not my 8, you know. We're going to come more left because I've been coming way too right, and the slope left is really what you want. It's just over 3 rings here. Can we get a drop? It'd be huge. Let me get some booms, guys. Thank you, thank you. It was a little hot. I got a little lucky on that one. You know, could have easily taken a bounce just short or just past the pin, but a little luck was in our side there. Close. Off to a really good start. Got to keep it rolling. So the plan is to just do pro tonight. And then tomorrow I'm going to start with expert, I think. I may do rookie still. I'm contemplating doing rookie first just because it's kind of warm up. But, you know, you don't always necessarily need it. I did 1 practice hole before this, and aside from my first drive being a little long, it's really been a good hole or a good round so far. So sometimes not warming up can be just as good of a thing. Coming in fresh. It's not like real golf where you got, muscles that you're using that need to warm up a little bit. Your thumb is about it. So the trick here is to play shorter than where he's playing right now. You want to come between that brown and green tree. That's the trick to this hole. Because that is where it flattens out and you'll actually get your bounce right. Like, don't get me wrong, you can hit it in a million other spots and still be okay. But if you want the safest route, that is how you do it. That's all right. I mean, hey, I appreciate you coming, man. It's right about in there. We're just gonna, actually, I think we're gonna reduce that spin a little bit. I kind of want to keep it back just a touch. We're gonna do 1 bar of backspin. I was kind of at a point I thought last time where I was a little between where I really wanted to be. See, I mean, I never take notes. I make mental notes, of course, but I have no notes in front of me whatsoever. I just, I'm, I have a good idea of where I make my mistakes and stuff. I play the holes the same way every time, unless the wind specifically calls for a strange shot. I've done that, man. Jumping in to the tournament just first thing in the morning, I've done it and I've had similar results. I mean, I just did it with Expert the other day, yesterday, and did fine. It wasn't bad by any means. I didn't play my best golf ever. All right, so we got this much room to work with. Want to come maybe here. Come to about, get your ball guide to where you can see it. To the max side there. Hate when it does that. I want to curl it so bad, but I don't want to go into that tree. It's not terrible. Oh, see, no coffee. No, 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 no. You need your coffee. See, I've just always been in school, any jobs I've had where I had to learn things, like I've never been a note guy. Yeah, you would think. I mean, the thing that's really sad is the chests suck. Like the rookie Tour 3's chests suck. I hate that I'm getting them for my third account. It's terrible, but it is nice to win a couple in rookie or place highly in a couple in rookie to get a few good balls to move up to pro. There's nothing wrong with that. But when you've won third in gold or first in gold 3 in a row, yes, certainly time to move up because he's got what did they give you? 50 Kingsmakers for first place and 100 Titans. Is that right? I forget. That was hole 5. 6 and 7 are the par threes. We want our quarterback. Bring the quarterback. If you guys just hate the quarterback for whatever reason, and Thor's Hammer, if you're up to a level 3 or better, will do the job here. The Rock is pretty solid if it's higher than a level 5. Those would be the clubs I would suggest, you know. The bottom 3 decides the apocalypse. Yeah, like, it's not a lot, but enough. You know, 75 Kingsmakers and 150 Titans is enough of a ball bank to take on pro for sure. You know, one tournament first place, really, you have enough balls. Are your clubs there? Maybe, maybe not. But you would think with first, see, he's probably trying to max out his extra mile super, super fast. I bet you that's what he's doing. That's about the most logical thing I could think of to actually want to stay in rookie. But me personally, I'd rather get Thor's Hammer and Endbringer and what else is Sniper, and that's about it. But still, you know, for the Tour 6s, there's a good chunk of cards that are badass. Start that gold chest. And we didn't even change to our quarterback after all that preaching. At least I did it before we actually went to the hole. Yeah, pro is just, honestly, I'm surprised pro is not that level where a million people are just kind of grinding it out and you got great players stealing the wins and stuff. Because pro's bank actually is pretty decent. Expert's phenomenal. Like every time I've done even top 25, it's been a good chest. So I really would like to get a top 10 in expert. At the bare minimum, I really want a badge. About damn time I get a badge. We're going to be doing quarterback here. Change that now. Nice and quick and easy. I like that. Now people that are watching on a phone and stuff will be able to read the win charts much easier. That was the main goal. You know, I had to get fancy with it. Like the Epic Clubs, the name and accuracy are in pink, and the commons are in blue, and the rares are in gold, just because I had to do it. Truthfully, that's what's taking the most time out of everything, is doing all that. All right, I believe we went Katana here. I like that. We're going to go a little backspin over here. Not too much, just like a bar and a half or so. Never liked greats. It should be okay. I had a feeling that wasn't going in, but, you know, can't ask for an easier birdie. All right. I'm happy with how we're doing. Got to keep this up. Playing some solid putt stick. Something about Birdhunter, man. Just this account has mojo. I don't know what it is. Even my new rookie account, I'm not even doing as good as I did with this account. And that's with even more knowledge, all the rookie stuff fresh in my mind. I'm listening to Photograph by Def Leppard, and I swear to God, right now, it sounds like he's saying quarterback, which is hilarious. Not photograph. It just made me think for a minute. I was like, what? He doesn't say quarterback? What? I'm using a quarterback. Yeah, I mean, it's not going to be any record account or anything. Oh yeah, Kingsmaker here. I'm not, I'm already like over 1,000 games, so there's no way I'm going to set any records or anything like that. But this account definitely has potential to get far above and beyond my main account. And close. No, not as close as I thought. Need to come in a little higher. A little too much backspin on it. Or maybe too much curl. I could have gone either direction. No, 28, right? You must have hit something else somewhere. Because there's 3 par 5s and 2 eagle par 4s. So that gives you 10. And then there's 4 birdie holes, technically. That's, or are you saying from my current path now? Because I already eagled par 3. Yeah, or hole 3. Okay, I just misunderstood. I caught on after I reread it. Hopefully I can eagle it again or get a hole in one somewhere or an albatross somewhere. Well, really, I'd like to have that round for the weekend, but if I can do it twice, why not? Hole 8. Back to the apocalypse. Yeah, this really is a strange tournament, though. I feel like it's just driver putter almost the whole way. Ooh, boomerangs! Yay, everybody's favorite club. That's what I'm shooting for, at least on the weekend. I'd like to do that for the weekend. I really think that's going to be the best bet at stealing first place. 29, 28 could definitely do it depending on the bracket. Just about 2 1/3. Just a teeny tiny touch curl. Damn great. I mean, the wind's blowing the right way for a great, but we'll take it. I mean, I would not doubt that you take first, especially the opener, because it weeds out the best players round by round, essentially. I mean, obviously, great players have bad rounds, and some bad players have good rounds, and it happens. But realistically speaking, your competition is going to get tougher every round. So usually a 28, 29 this round, that means a 30 is going to be what you need for the final. But you could get a 29 here and then get a 28 and tie for first, and your 29 wins your tiebreaker. So, I mean, it's an awesome round. Good on you for playing that good, dude. Whew. Fresh a putt. Keeping it rolling. Gotta hit it. This is the hole that has given me the most guff so far this tournament, this upcoming hole. So play this one right, and there's a lot of breathing room on the back nine, which is good. Just like I said, I think a 24 is going to qualify. So obviously, we'd like to do way better than that, especially considering how well we've started off. But alleviating pressure usually is just a good thing. Doesn't usually hurt you. I think I'm gonna go Kingsmaker again. Nah, I should probably go Titan. Don't really need the Kingsmaker. It's nice to dull that wind down. I got a lot of them, but I'm trying to stockpile here. Yeah, 5-6 is not bad. A little extra because it's downhill. Pulling it back a little extra, I should say. Should be a good shot. This next shot is really tricky, though, because this elevation change. I like playing the rough shot when I can, if you've got the reach, which is what I was trying to do. I wanted to be short enough there that I'm actually a closer line to the pin. Kind of don't think so. It's like I'm going to be a little far, just looking at the screen. Which is okay. I mean, playing the bounce is not bad either. But I prefer to play the rough if you can. You got a really clean shot at it. especially because I believe we get tailwind again on this shot, which means this ball carries like crazy on this hop. It's downhill. Yeah, so we got to play the hop. That's okay. Cutting back on the top spin a little bit. Want it to be right in there. I'm going to give it just a touch extra because I'm going to give it just a touch of curl. And I don't want to hit the rough. I'd like to be a little closer on this attempt, but it's all right. It's a tricky, tricky shot. That's why I like playing the rough. It's hard to get that curl to the right. That's why I probably should have brought the Kingsmaker, the 3 side spin. Because you can't curl it left to right because of the trees. At least not much. You can a tiny bit, but not much. Whew. All right. Minus 15 in the front. It's good timing. Just in time for me to refill my drink. See, I didn't change my damn club. I got, I had a few shots there where I didn't have to change one. So, kind of forgot. Thanks, Brian. Definitely happy with it. Absolutely. Pull out the QB. All right, give me 1 second. Make a drink and stuff. Get the back nine going. All right. All right, see if we can do this a little better. Not gonna bring the Kingsmaker, too much power. Ideally, that's what you want to do when you play a tournament, you know? Your qualifying round is for trying out a few different things. Um, maybe test a few shots you're curious about. It's okay if you don't do it, play Monday, so that way you have Tuesday and Wednesday to make sure you qualify. But do some testing. And then the opening round is mostly going to be fine-tuning those shots so you can get them closer in. That way, when the weekend round comes, you're just hitting them. All right, we are going to do nothing great. I'm going to use a katana. Should be good. Too much spin. Admin, just over 4 rings. That's good. We don't have to underpower this too much. Got our perfect that time. Much better. Ah. Little off. Still a touch long, too. Yes, I'm still listening, jerks. It didn't even start. I wish I had a power 1, win 3, side spin 3 ball. That's what I need for this hole. All right, now that I'm not in a round. What are the prizes here? Yes, 120 and 50 for first, 60 and 30 second, and then 50 and 25 for third. Then it drops down significantly. 4th through 10th, though, is still, you want to get top 10. 25 Kingsmakers just doesn't feel worth it. You get that 30-18, you probably recouped all the Titans you used, all the Kingsmakers you used, plus some. And then the chest is okay, so that's not a bad way to go. Really want first, second, or third always, but top 10 is always the goal because the prizes just start sucking after that. Oh, no, 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 no. We need our club back. Gonna bring the Bandera ball again here. I like it. Feel like it's the perfect ball for this situation. I wish I was able to get the bigger pack on this account too. 10 balls just isn't enough, but I've got, one more for, oh shit, not this hole. I'm thinking of the next hole. I'm gonna go Berserker again. No, this is the hole for it. Feel like this should be good. I'm always a little worried of over bouncing it. Still a little hot. Oh, I was gonna be so mad if it went to the rough in the back.
All right, at least we get to change the graphic here. It's crazy how much a difference that tailwind makes because I'm overshooting it here with the Berserker, and I way undershot it with a tight on expert with a APOC 3 instead of the APOC 2.
All right. I love that club. I don't know why people hate on it. It's so good. I mean, I know it's got an accuracy 39, but all that does is change these numbers. Outside of hitting, if you hit great, you have a higher chance of missing. But if you hit perfect and you know your numbers, that thing is going in the hole. Dead center. Love it. Great ball guide. It's got awesome top spin. All right, feeling good because that was a hole that had given me problems, at least a couple of the times. Got it both times this round. Having a little bit of tournament glitch going on here. There we go. This is the hole I was thinking about the Mandara ball. Hitting some good balls tonight. That's helping. Lots of perfects. All right, gonna preemptively switch to my sniper here. All right. Let's see if we can get this bad boy to drop. We want there. Pull a ring back or so. .3. Sniper here is at min. It's a little less than 3 rings. But we're going to play a little under because it's uphill most of the way here. The changes are subtle. Ooh, getting close. Getting close. I was going to say the changes are subtle when you got, a low wind situation. You probably get away with just measuring that and shooting it, but if you really want to go for it, wind underplays, it's about 20%, I think, if I recall. Hi, Stewie. My dog's trying to say hi. Really hope I can play this well during my expert round. I need it. I need it bad. It makes sense this is the account that I would keep doing good with because it's the one I kind of, if I had a bad round, I'd like it to be this account. The banners speak for themselves, It's just been mostly good. $13. Oh, this hole. It's intimidating. Got my numbers pretty down here. But it's still intimidating. Prefer not to have a replay because if it comes to a shootout, I'll give them my coins, and I'd rather give somebody my coins. Tighten ball. 2, a little left spin. Around there. Little curl, little power. Not much of either. Even with the great, it should be okay. Should be. Yeah. Not a problem. Next should be the backbone. I'm trying, Skip. If I can hit it twice, that would be amazing. I don't think I've ever eagled the same par 4 twice in a tournament that wasn't like a green in 1 par 4 situation. It'd be a good first. Be awesome to do it with my crew up in here, my loyal tournament watchers. It's been a good round, so even if I don't sink it, I can't really be upset. But boy, howdy, am I gonna try. So I'm gonna come back a little further this time. Not that much. Maybe in there. Just over 4 rings. Curl it just a bit. Not good with the grate. I think perfect would have got there. Darn, guys, darn. Close. It's all right. Can't be upset. It's a really tough shot. Especially when you don't got a lot of ball guide. I really like taking that shot with the sniper. If you can get it all the way to the left there and you have like a power one ball, it's hard to do that. You need a good tailwind shot on your first shot. Use a basic ball or a power one ball. And then, well, basic ball would suck because you got no side spin. But a power one ball that has a decent side spin, like a Bandera, would be awesome if you could get to the hole, get to your spot. If your drive is long enough. I'm waiting to see you in one of my brackets, Skip. It's bound to happen eventually. Mike, is your Golf Clash name your name here, or is it something different? Good to know. I'll keep an eye out. And yes, Skip, that would be something. Be pretty cool if Team Brad's Clash book could steal first and second in a tournament. I would not lie. This hole, I so want to go for that shortcut between those trees. It's just so risky. It's not worth it. Not in a tournament. Main tour play, I love taking that way, but in a tournament, it's just not worth it unless you get it figured out to a T. Which I had it figured out from the first tee, but not from the second tee. It'd probably be cooler though if we both take first in separate brackets. A little more prestigious, but I definitely hope when the day comes, if the day comes, that we're paired in a bracket, we get first and second. Would not even mind taking second to you. Knowing we're part of a team, it wouldn't bother me at all. We're going to go King of Mega. How much spin do I want here? Kind of want to give it a little more like that. Try to come more to the edge up there. Hoping I hit this line right. A little tricky. I stayed on the fairway at least, but ugly. I think I got that perfect line between the trees though from there. I have a feeling, as the channel grows, the name will get out there more. I've been noticing sometimes some of these streams I end up randomly getting like, 10 viewers that just pop in. Never say a word, they just watch. We're up to 12 subscribers, yet I still only, see 3 people in the chat ever, so there's more people watching it than meets the eye, at least. We've been coming in a little hot, so I'm going to try and keep it back a notch. Right about there. Hoping that the side spin 3 was the trick there. Better shot. At this point, we just want to play perfect, Yeah, you've been pretty consistent. I know you've caught almost every pro, which is cool with me. It's the one that matters to you, and I'm all right with that. I realize people aren't going to watch every video and stuff. People have lives outside of Golf Clash. People are in different parts of the world, different time zones, so plus there's other streamers that you could be watching. So taking that into account as well. Happy with this round so far, really am. Absolutely, I agree with you. I watch other people. I even watch RJ and stuff, and I like to think I'm better than RJ, but it doesn't mean I can't learn from watching him at the same time. And it's entertainment as well. If you're sitting around not doing anything, it's not a bad thing to watch. It's always different, always changing. It's real life people fighting each other. So, especially when it comes down to tournament time. Appreciate that. Yeah, I mean, I haven't really noticed that so much. Um, like that's one thing I say I do like about Tommy. You know, if I make a comment or something, a lot of times he'll respond to it and stuff. And I only comment, maybe one every 20 videos or something like that. So it's rare. So it's not like he's seeing my name a bunch. But I like that he pays attention to everyone the best he can. I haven't really, I've watched other streamer stuff, but not as religiously as I've watched others, like RJ and Tommy. It's just who I know to go to. 15 is which hole? R3. Quarterback time. Yeah, I mean Tommy's awesome because he's great at the game and he's a good personality. You know, and you can't even blame him for, like at this point, you couldn't come in like you can with me and have a conversation and get free advice, unless you're one of his closer people that he knows. You got to pay for a lesson, practice session. And I mean, I totally understand that because he's got 15,000 followers. You know, if he was just giving away free, he would not have a life. So these charging people can keep that at bay. And his purpose for making money on YouTube is awesome as well. It's to set up a future for his daughter. That's great. Oh, so close. Oh, it drops. We got a free birdie, so that's good, no matter what happens here. See if we can get one too. Boom! Gotta love it, baby. I knew I was going to get one of those to drop this tournament, at the very least, I've been hitting them pretty on for the most part. Can we get that 30 skip? I'm just curious to what he actually does for a lesson. Like if there's a FaceTime, I mean, there's got to be some kind of live communication for it to really be a lesson. You can't just play with somebody. And I'm curious to how he helps people like improve their game if, let's say, they're huge advocate of the ring system because he's not. I know he knows the basics of it. He knows how to use it, but he doesn't consistently use it, so he might not remember the accuracy and the exact number that it works to for that club or whatever the case may be. So I'm curious to how his lessons go. So if you ever do one, I'd love to hear. I kind of figured something like that. I mean, didn't really think it was going to be a phone call because international things could really mess with people. And, for the most part, data is free everywhere, included in your internet. Like, it doesn't matter where you're connecting to. And I straight almost forfeited that. Not even kidding. That would have been so bad. That would have been a quick way to ruin a good round. Start off with a bogey. At this point, as long as I par out, I make it. So, I mean, that's awesome. If you got the wedges down to field that much, that's freaking awesome. I don't really use the ring. I mean, I use the rings, but I don't use any actual numbers like most tour play. I go mostly off feel and how much I think it is based off the size of the ring, basically. So I think one less backspin was the trick here. Let's try it. Gonna be about the same. It didn't come in with enough gas up there. Nice. All right. Par four. Gotta hit this one again. A lot of times if you're getting close, yeah, well, that's part of the thing with the big dog. Accuracy isn't good. Um, if you're getting close, but you're finding yourself off a bit, um, chances are it's either the distance, like max, mid, min, throwing you off, or the power of the ball, even. Um, like a power 3 ball is actually what you're looking at right here on my chart. So the quarterback normally at 100 is 1.00. And, the second ring will be 2.0, third ring 3.0. So as you go up the list, that number is going to really start really having a factor, like 3+ mile an hour wind. If you're not accounting for that, if your chart is for the basic wind chart, no ball included, it's going to be for a 0, the basic ball. So if you're using a power 3, and you'll have these numbers, and it's going to be just slightly different than the chart numbers you're used to. So try to keep that in mind. Like as you go up with the ball power, your number is going to go up about 0.05 per ball power. Or I'm sorry, it's actually like 0.15 per ball power, 0.05 every 3. So a Berserker is going to be like 1.15 for max. That's often a problem people have using the wind chart. They're doing a general-wise wind chart, and they're not, and then they use a power ball, and it throws it off just a touch. You know, it's still you're going to be really, really darn close, but just enough to not go in. Well, yeah, that's how the accuracy works. So a lot of people complain about how you have to move more rings for like the sniper or the quarterback, and you have to move more rings, but the actual distance isn't that bad. It's the same, you know. The difference is the forgiveness threshold of a 100 club is so much better than, you know, a 35. That's why when you hit great with an apocalypse or an extra mile, they're not high levels. It can be a rough shot. Any hole, like in a tournament, if you can afford to bring a quarterback, like you don't need the distance, go for it. Your chances of hitting it where you want it are going to be a lot higher. Like I'm using my apocalypse because it's got way better accuracy than the extra mile does at this level. The distance is pretty comparable. I got better topspin, but I have no backspin, which can hurt sometimes. Regular tour play. If there's a hole I need it in the tournament, I obviously just throw in the extra mile for the backspin. Or quarterback or rocket if you don't need the yards or you got a power ball to boost it. Yep. That works with every club. If you're not at full power, then the needle moves slower. And that goes for when you overpower that shot as well. It's a good trick to know. Nice that you figured that out. Oh, shoot. Switch this quick before my turn comes up. Yeah, I mean, it's crazy that to think that I can make this with a Kingsmaker, you know, not be in between clubs or something here. Playing some good music in the ears today, too. That might have a little bit to do with it's a good round. Whew, that's got a steep slope there. It scares me every time. It's a big hole, though. Need this eagle. I know, Hermes. I got a hole and a shot to go. Hold on, buddy. All right. One more, guys. Can we get one more? Yeah, even if I was up for it, there is no way I would play my next round again tonight. No way in hell. Having one of the I honestly have about the best I got. I don't have any of the really awesome distance backup clubs here yet. Show you what I mean. So, even the wood, I've got a big dog, but I refuse. Backbone, not going to use it. Rough iron, I could put in the Amazon, but I mean, the extra few yards just doesn't feel worth it to me because I won't reach still. And as far as the sand wedge, nothing really is going to do better. Could do the castaway, gets a couple more yards, but I mean, nothing severe. So, usually if I make a mistake here, it's not the rough, it's the sand pit. So, of course, I say that, I'm going to end in the rough. No, I'm going to end in the fairway. And then I'm going to hit the albatross. Just kidding. Not jinxing myself like that. I'd love to hit the albatross, but we're going for a nice, safe eagle is what we want. I will go first. Keep it away from that rough a little this way. We've got the spin to do what we want. I'm going to line it up just to touch that rough because the wind should push it forward and then it won't. Just curl it in just a touch. Hitting the drive right is most of this hole. Trying to leave myself as much space on this right side as I can. I'd like to be able to play the shot, not just take the shot I got. We made sure to bring that Kingsmaker for that full side spin this time. So we got that in our advantage. All right. So now I've got room. I've got room to spare, and that's what I want. So it's going to bounce long here, so that's okay to line this up kind of right at the rough. Feels good. My instincts tell me this should be a good shot. Wonder what would have happened if I didn't clip that rough. I'm curious. Still a good shot. Good, easy eagle. I'm happy with that. But I would like to know what would have happened Apparently, the downhill from that bounce did not overplay for whatever reason. But that's all right. It probably would have been more like his. He kind of answered my question for me. It may have gone in, but probably not. And, you know, this is nice and easy. I'm not upset with this shot at all. Doesn't get easier than that. Minus 30, guys. You're all freaking awesome for being here to witness it. I appreciate a lot of you. Thank you, Skip. Proud of myself. Definitely my best round ever. Definitely a comeback from 2 days ago with a minus 8 through 9. That was horrendous. Can't believe it. I just wish that was the weekend round right there. I'd have a very good chance at the first place slot. But good tiebreaker nonetheless. Not going to get much better. I'm 3 strokes up on the next guy up. You know, in the better part of 43 people played, so like 35 people done. Confident. Feeling confident. All right, guys. That's going to be it for tonight. Going to do expert and rookie tomorrow. I'll probably start with expert, but we will see. Things may change in the morning. Thanks, guys, for showing up. Anyone else that's in this room, please like, subscribe, share. All you guys like this video. It was a good one. This one needs to get out there. I'm going to go share it again. That's for damn sure. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Bye.